Good afternoon, everyone. Um, Thank you for listening to me. Yesterday, I did a very not easy class, I think, but all my students, I think they did great. And we did that beautiful album using the Garden Ornate DSP and Suite. So that's a complicated class, but I think everybody was successful and hopefully happy. They will tell me. So this afternoon, what I want to tell you, what I want to talk to you about. So last week I was working on my upcoming summer class because for those who know me, I do a lot of 3D class. So I was working on new stuff, 3D stuff. So what I did work with the beautiful DSP from Bird Ballad because you know that DSP is going to be retired. It's not going to be in the next annual catalog. So this is why I'm using it because I really enjoy the color and the beautiful print of this DSP. So if you like me and you really like this DSP, it is time now. Stampin' Up make a big sale for the annual DSP. Almost of them they are for sale for 20% less, and some of them are less than that. So go run and do some order for your DSP. So I'm going to put that aside. So yesterday we did an album on this way, kind of a stand-up book. So this is the one who's going to be for our anniversary, saying thank you to my mom, my mother-in-law, and my godmother. Hello Aviva, hello Brenda. And yeah, I was saying that, and I miss them. We cannot see each other, so and it's going to be our anniversary on May 1st. So this is why I'm working on that, kind of in my souvenir right now. So because I enjoyed that making that album, so I tried to do something on the other side. So I did a version using the Bird Ballad on the other side and with a closing. So it's kind of the same system for my student who were yesterday there. We use the binding also for that, and the little insert are kind of different on the different way. So you can put some picture, you can stamp, or you can write down some nice script or whatever what you want to do. And on this one I had an envelope. So today I'm going to give you a tutorial making this envelope. So I'm going to make a class in August making this shape of album using the new suite from the new catalog who's coming for us demonstrator in May 5th. I can't wait to see the new stuff. We do have the PDF catalog, but it's not the same. I want to touch and feel everything. So this week you're going to see from me different 3D product using all the same suite, enjoying the Bird Ballad for the last time. It's sad, but it's for new stuff. So here we are with the envelope. So this is the envelope who's going to be in my album for my mother and my mother-in-law. So this is this envelope using, I don't know if you saw that, but 2 weeks ago Stampin' Up made a big sale of a lot of stuff, and this is my favorite punch of all, the gift bag punch board. So I did order 2 more. So this is my personal one since a couple of years now. My punch starting to be a bit used, but I really love it. So somewhere in August I'm going to do a festival because my summer class, I named that, this is going to be a summer camp. So we're going to do a summer festival using the gift bag punch, making some box, some envelope like this, big, small, and some bag for sure because this is made for bag. So no worries if you don't have it. I have 2 of them, so we can use that. So if you are interested, tell me, just tell me. So for making that size of envelope, you need a piece of DSP 7 by 7.5, and you need your scoreboard, but you can use your other one, who is your cutter board also, but I prefer the scoring board. So you are going to score at 1/2 inch, and you are going to score after that at 3 3/4, and you are going to turn your DSP, and you are going to turn at 1 3/8, and turn again to do the other side at 1 3/8 again. It's that easy. So those 1 3/8 are the closing of your envelope. So I'm going to put that aside, and I'm going to increase the fold line. Be gentle because the DSP is not strong as the cardstock that we used to use. I have my little flap here. Here. This is the closing of my envelope, my punch board. So Wendy, so you are going to punch here. This is on the 7 inch. I don't know if you can see, but I have my score line here. So I'm going to punch at my first score line, and after that I'm going to move that to punch on my second score line. Turn that over 180 degrees and punch on your score line, and punch on your last here. Punch on your last score line. There you go. This is done with the punch board. See, it was really easy. You can do the same thing, just making some angle. This is no problem. So here, this is going to be my little tab. So we snip that little one. We don't need this part. And you're going to snip the other side here. And when you fold, you're going to fold like this, so you don't need those 2 parts. So we're going to snip those also, cut them off. I know it's sad cutting our DSP, but it is time now or never to cut them. Voila. You can keep those. You can still use the flower. And I make a boo-boo this morning in my video, so I'm going to keep those and use them to just hide my little boo-boo. For those who are going to have my video, you will understand what I did. Okay, so here you have, I don't know if you have those from the annual catalog. Those are little brad that we have with Stampin' Up, and we have different color and different size. So I'm going to use 2 of them, and I'm going to use my scoring board again, because I use my scoring board as a drawing table, and I use so here I know I have 3 1/4, so half of that is 1 5/8. So I'm going to do a little mark here. This is why I use my, I want to be sure this is okay. So I try to find the center of and I'm going to eyeball here the center to make my punch to to purse that. Just want to be sure that this one is really center, and I'm going to use a little punch. This one is a 1/16, I think. It's really small, but you don't need anything bigger, and the brad is going to do the rest of the work anyway. So try to center that. Punch. There you go, and erase your pencil mark. Voila. And after that, you want to make, so close your envelope, and after that you want to make a little mark here in your envelope. So I use my board here to do that, and a pencil, but you know, you can eyeball everything. So this is going to be I know my punch is not going there, so I'm going to use my brad just to do the first hole. And here I did punch some little circle with the 1/2" circle, and I make a mark for the center of my circle. So, and I'm going to punch that in the center. So you need 2 of those. You're going to repeat that operation, and you want to have your brads before you close your envelope. And don't squeeze it too much, because you want to add a linen thread or some little ribbon, depending on what you have in hand. So you want to do that before, and don't just leave the space of your nail under that, so your ribbon can move around. So I don't need that anymore. We're going to close the envelope now. Use some Tombow glue, and you apply some glue here on your flap. And close your envelope. So this is going to be the top, this is going to be the bottom, so we're going to close the bottom of the envelope. Apply some glue here on the flap. Almost done. And here we're going to add the second brad. Same thing here. Don't squeeze your brads too much. Keep a finger, the room for a nail under that before you close your brads like this. So don't squeeze it too much. Almost done, almost done. So now you need a piece of linen thread or ribbon or whatever. You make a little knot. Voila, and you have a beautiful envelope where you can put some secret, some treat. You can do something bigger, but that give you a base for that envelope. So just before the lunch, I was playing with that. So if you don't want to cut your DSP or not that big, I know it's really big, you can use some white cardstock using the same dimension, and maybe you have some leftover of your DSP. So using those leftover DSP to make just the flap of your envelope. So here I'm going to finish that one that I already start on with some rags. Again, don't squeeze your brad and your paper too far. Leave a gap. And here I did my mark already, so I'm going to use the brad and try not to purse my finger because I already did that before. Okay, so this is my one. This one is already done. Little punch in here, and I just need to make the decoration for the last flap. So let me show you. It's really easy. I'm pretty sure you already made that for some envelope flap before. So you just apply some glue. Oh, this is my almost empty one. And you put your DSP like this. Oops. I have a kind of a lot of glue. Oh, is it? Yes. So you want to be sure when you put your DSP that if you have a DSP with some horizontal or vertical drying, that your drying is the way that you want it. So I'm good. So I'm going to take my scissor and just cut what exceed that envelope. And I did play with the part here with some embossing folder just to add some dimension to my envelope. So from that white cardstock you can do whatever you want, and you can use other color of cardstock also, but the regular white cardstock is easier to work with because it's not that heavy. It's like a bit like a DSP. Voila! And now it's time to close that envelope. So hope that, like me, you be lucky and have your hand on some gift bag punch board. So now it's time to close that. Oh, it's going to be pretty. See, it's just white cardstock. I had a bit more glue because of the texture of the embossing. That's such a beautiful DSP. So tomorrow I'm going to show you, my friend Jane really liked this project, and that's a special asking from her. So Jane asked me to do the stationery box. So tomorrow I'm going to show you what I did with the stationery box, what's inside, and I might do maybe demonstration for one of the cards. So I made special size for the card. So here you are, my little envelope. Voila! I just need to put some secret in there. Thank you everyone for listening to me. Bye!